Hello and welcome to the 2023 European Sub-Junior and Junior Classic Powerlifting Championships here in Budapest, Hungary. I am Emilia Potter, joined here today by Alexander Taranidis.
Good morning, everyone. It's a real pleasure to have you here.
And this morning for you, we have the 52 kilo and 57 kilo sub-junior women. We have a flight of 5 for the 52s. And then we have a flight of 13 for the 57s. As it is such a short flight for the 52s, there will be a 1 minute break after the 5th lifter to make sure they all have at least a bit of a break in between their lifts.
Yeah, I think it's like 3-minute breaks. Correct me if I'm wrong, but
10 seconds, then we start. We load
right.
75 kilos for Dominika Skonieczna, Poland.
And very shortly we will have the competition under the way with the first lifter. We have Dominika Skonieczna of Poland, 75 kilos.
Yeah, here we go, Amelia. What an exciting week is coming. And the first lift of the competition today for the Polish lifter.
Nice and deep. That was a nice, easy looking opener. Just 10 kilos below her squat PB and 3 white lights.
That's a really great lift to stack the confidence at the beginning of the competition. Now we have Belgian lifter Merandino Fiorella, 105.
Olivier, get ready for your opening attempts.
We now move on to Fiorella Merandino of Belgium, 105 kilos. This is just 7.5 kilos below her squat PB.
Yeah, that's quite convincing. A lot of strength.
And 3 white lights, a good lift. Opting to take quite a narrow stance there on her squat.
Yeah. Now we have Czechia lifter Tomsova Nikola, 107.5, already matching her PB with this one.
As you said, we have Nikola Tomsova of Czechia now. Only 16 years old, so plenty of time left in the sub-junior class. Nice and snappy there at the top. And 3 white lights, a good lift.
Yeah, so far so good for the lifters.
We load 110 kilos for Cassandre Olivier, France. Del Fabro, get ready. Also Skonieczna from second round. Power is loading.
And now we have French lifter Cassandre Olivier, 110 on the bar.
I think just fixing the rack height there.
Oh yeah.
So keeping her head in the game while she waits. Hopefully it doesn't affect her too much. The clock will stay at 1 minute until it is ready, as it was the fault of the platform crew.
Let's go.
Yeah, she looks a little bit nervous. But hopefully this one won't cause many troubles.
And that was nice and easy, opening well above double body weight already. 3 white lights, a good lift.
Great attempt though.
Yeah, it looked really nice and comfortable
And
for her.
ready for your second attempt.
And just like that, we move on to our final lifter of this flight. Like I said, it is a short flight of lifters, just of 5. There should be a minute break after this lifter. And that is Alice Del Fabbro of Italy, 115 kilos.
Dialis.
Nice, strong opener for the 17-year-old.
Easy opener.
It's a good lift.
And we are ready to start the second round.
So yeah, that's the end of the first round, and what we can say for now is that the totals are really close, one to each other. 295 for Merendino, 305 from Tomsova, Cassandra Olivier 307.5, and Alice Del Fabbro 305 as well. Really stacked weight class. Should be a battle until the last lift of the day.
Yeah, it's going to be a really exciting flight, which is great to see, you know, excitement from the get-go, and I'm sure right until the end of the week.
Yeah.
So we can just see the scoreboard like you said here, and it might come down to body weight, so it's well worth looking at that while we have the screen up and let the minute go down to let the lifters breathe a little bit. We'll take this moment to thank our sponsors, Rogue and SBD. Without them, none of this would be possible. You'll see many, many SBD singlets and accessories today. And when we have the rack back on the screen, we'll be able to see the Rogue rack, bar, plates and collars, as well as the platform. We move straight through now to our second attempts, and we have Dominika Skoniczna of Poland, 85 kilos. 80 kilos, I'm sorry. 5 kilos below her squat PB of 85.
Yeah, good lift, a lot of confidence again.
You can see here as well that she wears her belt backwards, which you see with a few lifters, not many, but often lifters don't like to have their buckle in the front as it creates extra bulk.
Didn't notice, yeah, you're right. It's not that common though, but now we have Fiorella Merandino from Belgium, second attempt at 110 kilos. I think her PB at 112.5. She'll hopefully smash it for at her third attempt, but now let's focus on the second one.
Yeah, and she's just 10 kilos shy, and projected totals currently off of the podium. So as you said before, we'll be close till the end. A bit more work than her opener, which is expected, but it is a good lift.
Yeah, she was happy with that. And 15 kilos for Nicola Tomsova. Already for a squat PB attempt. I think the PB at 107.5.
One of the lifters very much in the fight for not just podium, but potentially gold overall. Not sure at this point who will take the medals. Still moving really nice and smoothly there. 3 white lights, a good lift.
Yeah, and that's a great form as well.
117.5 for Cassandre Olivier, France. Del Fabro,
You can see the execution, it's
this is also
really
the
efficient.
personal best attempt for Cassandre.
Yeah, maintains it all the way throughout, which is going to count a
Slowly.
lot when it gets a little bit heavier.
Cassandre Olivier, France. Let's go.
Now we have Cassandre Olivier, second attempt, 117.5. This is a 7.5 PB attempt. And a great shape for the goal as well.
Wow, that was super fast. It's a good lift. I think that looked even better than her opener.
Yeah, keep on stacking. She looks happy as she go out of the platform.
Yeah, and as you said, she's very much in contention for the gold medal, up amongst a couple other athletes. So it's very much going to depend how Alice Del Fabro's second moves to see where they jump for their thirds.
Yeah.
And how that shape up. 120 kilos now for Alice, a 5 kilo jump from her opener. Still moving really nicely. A little bit more work, but it still looked really strong.
Yeah,
It's a good lift.
still on the track. So as we mentioned earlier, we have a 1 minute break between the second and the third round as well.
Yeah, so we will let the clock time down now, but as we head into the third, it is really very close, and it will remain so through bench and deadlift, I imagine, with currently leading by body weight Del Fabro of Italy, followed by Olivier of France, and then just 2.5 kilos behind we have Tomsova of Czechia. We head into our third and final attempts, and immediately afterwards we will go into the 57 kilo sub-junior women, so don't go anywhere. The bar is now loaded for Dominika Skoniczna of Poland, 85 kilos for a matched squat PB. And that is a good lift, a matched competition PB, and 3 for 3 on squats.
Yeah.
A great start to the day for Dominika.
And bars loaded for Fiorella Merandino.
This is another lifter attempting their current max on their third attempt, hoping to go 3 for 3 to stay in the race for podium potentially. Ooh, unfortunately just a little bit of trouble there. Out from the hole, no lift. Let's have a look at that again on the replay. You see here, she dips into the hole, unfortunately just a bit too hard, I think, and struggles to get the momentum up and out. Still walks away with 110 kilos, well over double body weight.
Bar is loaded. Nicola Tomsova, Czech Republic.
And now bar is loaded for the third attempt of Nikola Tomsova, 120 kilo. Having here the opportunity to smash her PB
Nicola, 5 kilos.
with
Let's
5
go.
kilos, so 120.
Ooh,
Oh,
I just couldn't get through that sticking point there in the middle, unfortunately.
Thank you,
A
sponsors.
really valiant effort, nonetheless. You can see just there, she gets to that sticking point and her hips carry on going up. The rest of her does not.
Kauppa, get ready from second group.
yeah, but that's for sure. She gave it all, so congrats to her. Still in a great shape for a medal.
And the next two lifters are neck and neck, and they're gonna both want to get this next lift to continue to be so, with no separation between them on total. We have Alice Del Fabbro of Italy, 122.5 kilos.
Wow. A lot of strength on this one too.
Yeah, 3 white lights, a good lift. That looked really, really strong. And we know that her competitor, Olivier's second, was super quick. So let's see if it remains so on her third and she can keep up with Del Fabbro.
Yeah, Cassandre will walk away with the silver medal no matter what. But again, these 5 kilos are really important regarding the total on prognosis in order to match again Del Fabbro at the end of the squat event. Let's see how it goes.
And still clearly had plenty left in the tank. 3 white lights, a good lift, and she closes the gap with Del Fabbro.
Yeah, really nice attempt. But the opportunities yesterday to hear a little bit her what she wanted to do and have flight. So almost 3 times a bigger flight than the first one. The promise of great show. And let's see how Anna is handling her first attempt.
Yeah, that looked really nice and easy for her. 3 white lights, a good lift, and maintained her form nicely throughout.
Yeah, you can look at the replay. It's really smooth and clean.
We now have Jitka Dakova, Czechia, competing less than 1 year, opening on 97.5 kilos, just 2.5 kilos below her best.
Two to one. That's a good lift. Left referee calling for depth.
Yeah, we'll catch that again in the replay. This is the side that gets the red from the referee. And it does walk the line, but hopefully the jury remain convinced that is a good lift. They seem happy with it.
Yeah, they look convinced. So now we have Emma Onkonen, 100 kilos on a bar for the Finnish lifter. Competing for 2 years now, having a PB at 105.
That looks nice and easy. She smiles as she gets it up, knowing it felt good. 3 white lights, a good lift.
Same weight for Api Hulihan, Ireland. Tulipan,
Yeah, so 100 is a good attempt. We'll have 100 kilos as well as soon as the spotters will fix the rack. And this time it will be for the first Irish lifter of the competition.
bar is loaded.
So bar is loaded for Abby Houlihan.
100 kilos, 25 kilos below her current best. It's her last year as a sub-junior. She's been competing for 4 years. So really made the most of her sub-junior years there.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Wow, and that looks super easy. You can tell that's well below her best. 2 to 1, a good lift. Gets called for depth from the center referee. Let's have a look at that again in the replay. That looks pretty good from there. It's quite hard to tell sometimes with a narrow stance from that front position.
Yeah, central referee definitely has got the most hard work to do on squat.
Yeah, but you can see from the side angle there, and so will the jury. We now have Leah Tulipan of Hungary representing the home nation, 110 kilos.
Definitely have to learn how to cheer in Hungarian.
I'm sure we'll soon find out.
Yeah.
Now it looked really strong. Let's wait to see what the referees say. 2 to 1, a good lift. Just depth on the left-hand side. Let's look at that at the replay again. And the jury don't seem to be overturning that. They need to be unanimous, so I think she's fine there.
Yeah, now we've got another Finnish lifter, Ronja Ruti, 110 kilos on the bar. And first year competing and already got some pretty decent numbers. Opening at 110 last year as a sub-junior.
That was very speedy. 2 to 1, a good lift. Again, getting a depth call from the right-hand side referee now. So we'll see it again in the replay, but this is not the side she gets the depth call from. Now have Tetiana Petrenko of Ukraine, 110 kilos. 16 years old. Very easy looking first attempt. 3 white lights, a good lift.
Yeah, and that's a really weight-lifting style squat.
Yeah, very deep.
Deep and speedy. High bar position, obviously. And now we've got the first Spanish lifter, Fragoso Kurczak Alessandra. 16 years old.
Yeah, 110 kilos in the bar. Has been competing less than a year. You've just got to love that new SBD Spanish singlet, don't you?
Yeah, it rocks, obviously. I love the position.
Yeah, really nice looking squat. 2 to 1, a good lift. Depth cool on the left-hand side. She manages to get her hands in really tight to her body. You can see there. But I think she'll be fine with that there.
Belgium lifter Maeva Dero, 117.5 kilos, having a PB at 121, so I suppose it should be a national record. And lifting for about 1 year now. She's 17 years old. And she looks confident. Let's see how it moves. The good old-fashioned SBD singlet.
Really taking her time, you can tell she knows what she's doing.
Yeah, she knows.
And 3 white lights, a good lift, a great start to the day. As you mentioned, she has either a national or a regional record back home. And just for reference, the World Sub-Junior squat record is currently held in the 57s at 160 kilos. So we have some big openers today, but I'm not sure if we'll see that or not. But now we have Wanda Penkakova of Czechia, 120 kilos.
Having a lot of support in the crowd. Always nice when you're lifting, having this type of support.
And that looks really nice. 3 white lights, a good lift. It's very slow from under the bar. I'm hoping that she's not hurt herself, but she does have some discomfort on her face there.
Well, you know, Amelia, sometimes when you cut weight or when you don't drink enough water, you've got a little bit of cramps, and I'm not sure it will be. Hopefully it won't be too bad for her. Let's see how it goes with the second attempt. And now we've got another French lifter, Loane Venot, 125 kilos for her opener.
Yeah, this is just 5 kilos below her current best. And we don't know where the limit is for her, as she's only been competing for 1 year. Making sure she's nice and set under that bar. She has a whole minute if she wants to use it. She just needs the down command before the time runs out.
Let's see how. Yeah, 3 white lights. That's a really great lift, and as you can see, she's using the famous French low bar, really low on the back, and looks like it worked for the moment. So let's see how it goes. And now we've got a GB lifter.
Yeah, we have 125 kilos for our penultimate squat opener, the Gabby Watman of Great Britain. It's important to remember as well, although not everyone can podium overall, you can still fight for squat medals, bench medals, deadlift medals, and Gabby is definitely in the fight for a squat medal here, opening second to last. Let's see how 125 moves.
Yeah, and I think, Amelia, it should be a 4-way battle for the medals regarding... Oh, 5-way, sorry. We'll see at the end of the first round.
But that looked nice and smooth. Let's see what the referees say. 2-1, a good lift. Gets a depth call from the left-hand side referee. Let's have a look at that in the replay. This is the side she gets the depth call from. I think she'll be fine there. What do you reckon?
Yeah, totally. And the jury won't move anyway, so it's a good lift that will stay. And now having a total on prognosis at 360, which is almost 30 kilo higher than above the second and the third. On prognosis, we have Štergar Eva from Slovenia, 137.5 for opener, which is pretty huge.
Yeah, she has a gargantuan lead. So let's see how she carries through. She's very, very controlled, and she stands it up nice and strong. And 2-1, a good lift. Just gets a depth call from that left-hand side referee. Let's have a look.
This time the jury looks like they are discussing about it, but I'm not sure it will move. This is the first attempt.
And yeah, I think she'll be okay there by the looks of things. And you can see the scoreboard as it stands there. The 52 is just sitting at the top. We've seen all of their squats. And if you look a little further down, you can see the 57s with Eva leading as it stands. We head straight through to the second attempt, and kicking us off, we have Hannah Carpool of Great Britain, jumping 5 kilos to 100 kilos on her second attempt. That is a good lift, 3 white lights. Just 2.5 kilos below her current best. It's important to remember a lot of these athletes would have competed only weeks ago at Junior Worlds in Romania. So very quick turnaround. So any PBs we see will be probably from there.
Yeah, absolutely right, Emilia. Now we've got Jitka Dukova above the 100 kilo squat bar, 102.5 loaded for a second attempt.
It's a little bit of a fight, but she stands it up.
Yeah, good lift. She looks really happy with that. So far so good for all the lifters. From the very beginning of the competition to now, only 2 attempts have been missed. So for sub-juniors, it's really, really impressive. Hopefully it will continue like this.
Abby Houlihan of Ireland now, 105 kilos. Now, 100 kilos was very, very easy for her. So I can't imagine 5 kilos would do much. Still 20 kilos below her best. So I wonder if she's coming back from an injury of sorts, maybe. Let's see how 105 moves.
Yeah, I think you're right, Amelia. I think she might have been injured and coming back. Now it's 2-1, good lift.
Yeah, gets a depth call from this hand side, but again, I think she'll be all right. And the weight definitely caused her no issues. We now have Emma Honkanen of Finland, 107.5 kilos, a 7.5 kilo jump, and flying straight past her current PB of 105.
This one was really easy as well, and full of confidence. 3 white lights, obviously. And Watman took 132.5 Venot took 130, so we will have a great battle for the silver medal. And obviously Penkakova and Dero not being far away for this bronze medal. But now we've got Lea Tulipan from Hungary, 150 kilos on the bar.
Yeah, a 5 kilo jump with the support of the home crowd behind her. Wow, it's still moving super smoothly. 3 white lights, a good lift. And you can take the support of being with the home crowd one of two ways, as pressure or as encouragement. It seems like she is taking it as encouragement, which is fantastic to see.
Yeah, she looks really confident.
We now have 115 kilos for Ronja Ruti of Finland. 5 kilo jump from her opener. A fantastic fight there from Ronja. Wow.
Yeah, and she nails it. I think this is the first grind of the competition so far.
Yeah, the couple misses we've seen have just been kind of very quick misses, so it's nice to see some fight.
And now bar is loaded for Alejandra Fragoso Kurczak. Second attempt, 115 kilos. This is already for a PB attempt, a 2.5 PB attempt.
And still moving really nicely. That is 3 white lights, a good lift. Now have Tetiana Petrenko of Ukraine jumping 10 kilos to 120. I think this is the biggest jump we've seen so far. This is a big jump, especially for one of the lighter weight classes. And it didn't seem to phase her too much.
Yeah, that's a great lift. 3 white lights. 125 kilos now for Penchakova from Czechia. And now, yeah, we are going straight into the battle for the medal, for the squat medals. And bar is loaded for Vanda, having a lot of support.
Yeah, and as you alluded to before, there's a battle of 5 for squat medals.
I've just noticed that Dero took a 10 kilo jump, so she could be straight into the battle.
That looks really nice and strong. Hit step. 3 white lights, a good lift, and again, really slow out from under the bar. Which makes me think maybe she is dealing with some sort of injury, but is doing a fantastic job to work through it, because it is not showing in her squats whatsoever.
see with the Belgian lifters, the 10 kilo jumps that I've mentioned earlier. So 127.5, having her PB at 121. Of course, it is a PB attempt, and to put her in a really great spot for the medal contention, on the squad event, and for the overall as well. Having a total on prognosis at 345 kilos, which is so far the second best total on the prognosis, obviously.
Stands it up. Let's see what the referees say. Yeah, unfortunately, I held my tongue for a moment there because I was worried it was a stitch too high. Let's look again at the replay. She gets called from the left-hand side and centre referee for depth. Yeah, and the jury seemed to agree with that call, unfortunately. Which means the gap will close between her and Petrenko, sorry.
Yeah, I was indeed a little bit shy in order to convince the referees and the juries. And now we've got 130 kilos for the second attempt of Loan Venot. Getting closer and closer to these squat medals, but she is heavier than Wetman and Penchakova, so she'll have to put more kilos on the bar than the two lifters.
Gets the command just in time. Wow, it is a great fight. She stands it up, nice and strong. 3 white lights, a good lift, but it does beg the question, where do you go from there? She has a lot of people on her tail.
Yeah. It will be really difficult if Watman succeeds on the second one, for sure for the silver medal, but for the bronze medal as well, if Penchakova succeeds, then she will have to put 132.5.
We now have 132.5 kilos, our penultimate second attempt for Gabby Watman of Great Britain. 7.5 kilo jump from her opener. And a 2.5 kilo PB should she get this. Looks nice and strong, moved well for a second attempt. Oh, but unfortunately gets called for depth from both side referees. Let's look at that again in the replay.
Oh,
that seems like an unfortunate call. I'd hope that the coaches go to the jury.
I'm not sure it will be. Yeah, the center jury just said it's not that close. So yeah, unfortunately, it will stand. But you know, they've got great angles to decide. So she will have one more attempt, and she looked really easy. So we'll see how it goes. Now we've got the leader of this flight, Štergar Eva from Slovenia, 142.5 for her second attempt, cruising at 365 total on prognosis.
Again, super controlled all the way through and very snappy at the top. 3 white lights, a good lift, and continues to build that mammoth total.
Yeah.
And that concludes our round of second attempts. We move straight through to our third attempt. as we can see here, with 2 misses from Watman and from Dayro. Both on depth, unfortunately. So hopefully they can come back and get that on their third. Wasn't a strength issue for either of them. Now we move into our third attempts, 102.5 kilos for Hannah Carpel, Great Britain, for a matched squat PB. Moved well, 3 white lights, a good lift.
Yeah, 3 on 3 at the end of this squat attempt, the squat event, sorry. And yeah, it's a great way to stack confidence and to feel comfortable in your competition. Now we've got Dokova Jika 105. Now let you appreciate the support of the crowd. Getting ready.
It was a big fight, but to no availment, unfortunately, for Yitka. And I'm worried, if we watch that again in the replay, that maybe it would have been to no avail in any case. I think she might have cut depth just a little bit. But still walks away with 102.5, so doesn't lose too much on that. 110 kilos now for Abby Houlihan of Ireland. Her opener and her second both looked extremely easy for her. Let's see if her third does as well. A tiny bit more work, but still really nice looking attempt for Abby. 3 white lights, a good lift.
Yeah, she looks happy. So is our coach, Alex Crimmins, former 66 junior. Now we've got Emma Hunkonen, 112.5, taking a 5 kilo jump between her second and her third attempt. Bar is loaded.
A little bit of a sticking point, but manages to fight through it and gets 3 white lights. That is a good lift for Ruti. We have now Ronja Ruti of Finland. It was her teammate Honkonen before. 117.5 kilos, 2.5 kilo jump from her second.
Let's see what the referee says. Yeah, indeed. I was scared that it was a little bit shy for her third attempt. She had to convince the referees, and unfortunately, she cut the depth right here, as you can see. And yeah,
Yeah, and when we say depth, we mean that the hip crease has to be below the knee joint. So that's what you're looking out for there, and that's what the referees and jury will be looking out for as well.
yeah,
We now have Leah Tulipan of Hungary, 120 kilos. 5 kilo jump and has looked really strong through her first and second. Still nice and steady there. Ooh, but unfortunately gets called for depth from the side referees. Gets a good lift from the center referee, so it can be contested. So let's look again at that.
I'm not sure it will change nothing. Yeah,
Yeah, the coach runs over, but already one jury member shakes his head, and they need to be unanimous to change it.
yeah. Now we've got Alejandra Fragoso Kurczak for the last time on the squat event, 120 kilos on the bar. Great competition so far for the Spanish athlete. Placed 6th on the prognosis so far, so she keeps on adding kilos. Let's see how this third attempt moves. Oh,
That's really nice, and how strict her form is really helped her there as it's got heavier. 3 white lights, a good lift. And you can see that again on the replay, how tight she keeps herself there.
yeah. Great impression.
127.5 kilos now for Tetiana Petrenko of Ukraine. A 7.5 kilo jump in an attempt to move her into squat bronze for the time being, with 5 lifters yet to follow. So what was a 5-woman race has now become a 6-woman race for squat medals. Let's see how this moves.
Yeah, because Darrow is lighter. So
she stands up and she has done all she can. 3 white lights, a good lift, and moves into bronze medal position for the time being, but that can still be taken away from her. So all she can do is sit and wait. The first of which is Maeva Darrow of Belgium, also attempting 127.5 to jump into bronze medal position in the squats. Missed this on depth for her second. Can she get it now and jump into bronze medal position for the time being? Let's find out.
yeah, and she looks really hyped up with this one.
Manages to stand it up again, and let's see if the referees are happy. They are. 3 white lights, a good lift. And she pushes Petrenko off of the podium, but she is not safe yet, as there are still 2 potential athletes that could take bronze from her.
Yeah, and one of the 2 is Penchakova from Czechia, 130 kilos on the bar.
And I'm sure you'll hear her support here in the crowd. As you said, 130 kilos, and this will move her into silver position in squats. she is fighting, but unfortunately can't get through that sticking point. And yeah, still really slow out from under the bar.
Oh yeah, and she looked injured this time. Oh.
And I hope that she is okay moving through to bench. She's not done too much damage there.
Yeah.
But it's exciting to think what she might be able to do when she's fully healthy.
Yeah. Yeah, totally. Let's wish her the best and keep on going with the competition. And we'll have Loan Venot, 132.5, just looking to overextend her total on squat and on the total, obviously.
Yeah, as you said, she will stay in silver medal for the time being, but should Watman of Great Britain get her third attempt, she will be pushed down to bronze. Now, she almost ran out of time last time. She's got quite a lengthy setup, and that affected her squat. Let's hope she can get the command faster this time and get a bit of an easier third attempt in.
Yeah, she's coached by French Open athlete Panayotis Tarinidis, having a little bit the same squat style. Goes in, fights it up.
Wow.
Oh my God! Oh, whoa, whoa.
Incredible! And she grinds like her coach does, it seems.
Oh yeah.
Really white lights, a good lift.
The Gripe Queen. Wow. Of course, coaching staff looked.
And that was incredible grind.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
It would take a lot for something to beat that today. A great effort, and just 2 squats remaining before we head into a 10-minute break before bench press. Gabby Watman of Great Britain got a bit of a harsh call on her second and missed it on depth, unfortunately. Has gone up 2.5 kilos anyway, hoping to take the silver squat medal, all or nothing, 135 kilos. Can she sink it a little deeper? More importantly, can she stand it up after that?
Yeah, that will be the challenge.
This will move her from 5th in squats into silver medal position. The depth looked much better. Let's see what the referees say. 2-1, a good lift. Let's have a look at the replay. This is the side that gets the depth call. And I think she will be more than okay with that. So she moves into the silver medal position, moving Venot of France into bronze. And we already know who walks away with our gold squat medal. Eva Straga of Slovenia, 145 kilos, jumping 2.5 kilos. Doesn't need to risk a huge amount of kilos here. She's already got a huge lead, both in squat and overall.
You just have to keep on stacking total in order to push further your advanced. And yeah, that should be it for this really strong lifter. Let's see how it moves.
And she's fighting. Another great grind. Stands it up. Let's see what the referees say.
Yeah.
We did look at each other there. A little bit worried that it was a tad high. Let's look at the replay anyway. Sometimes our eyes deceive us. But is sent away by the jury. It remains a no lift. And that concludes our first squat session. What do you reckon, Alexander?
I really liked it. A lot of grinds. That was a lot of grind, a lot of passion for all these lifters, and really few mistakes. So I really look forward to see the bench event. What about you, Amelia?
Yeah, that was fantastic. And as you can see here on the screen, in the 52s, Alice Del Fabbro of Italy walks away with squat gold on body weight, followed by Cassandre Olivier of France in silver, and Nikola Tomsova of Czechia in bronze. And in the 57s, we have Eva Strigar of Slovenia in squat gold, Gabby Watman of Great Britain in squat silver, and Luan Venot of France in squat bronze. Don't go anywhere. We have a short 10-minute break now, and we'll see you at bench press. Hello and welcome back to the 2023 European Sub-Junior and Junior Classic Powerlifting Championships here in Budapest, Hungary. I am Amelia Potter, joined here today by Alexander Turnidis. Hello.
Hello, hello everyone.
And we have just seen the 52 kilo and 57 kilo Sub-Junior women. As you can see here on screen, Alice Del Fabbro of Italy walked away with squat gold and the lead in the 52s. And Eva Strigar of Slovenia in the 57s, leading currently with a hefty lead on the total. We head into bench press now, and just a reminder, we have all of the 52s first, so all 5 lifters, a minute break at the end to give the lifters more time. We see all 3 of their benches before moving through to the 57s, and we see them build their totals.
And now we've got Polish lifter Skonieczna Dominika, 40 kilos on a bar. We'll have the opening ceremony of this European Junior and Sub-Junior Championship at 1:30. It's a great effort.
And 3 white lights, a good lift. Of course, this year we are looking out for a few more rule changes, and as we go through, we will explain them to you. The World Sub-Junior bench record in the 52s is 110.5 kilos. A huge bench press there.
And now we've got the Italian lifters, as we said earlier, which is currently in a lead with Cassandre Olivier, Alice Del Fabbro with 60 kilos on board.
Look like a nice easy opener. That is a good lift.
62.5 for one of the 2 Belgian lifters of this morning flight. Coming right after the replay. So bar is loaded for Fiorella Merandino.
Opening just 2.5 kilos below her bench press PB. Still very much in the fight for podium. 7.5 kilos below Tomsova, who sat in bronze overall as it stands. There's a nice tidy looking opener, and 3 white lights, a good lift. Of course, another thing that we'll be looking out for this year, as it came new in January, is the elbow depth rule. And hopefully we don't see any of that, but should we will explain as we go.
Yeah, as you say, I think we'll have the time to chat a little bit about this rule, Amelia, maybe at the end of this session. And as far as the competition is keep on going. And now we've got Tomsova Nikola, 65 kilos, and she's from Czechia. Actually, in a placing 4th. With the total on prognosis, of course, but a great battle between her Merandino for the bronze medal overall.
Now it's lovely and easy, just 4.5 kilos below her current best. 3 white lights, a good lift. So must have a regional or national record back home in Czechia.
Talking about national records, we've got the national bench record holder Cassandre Olivier opening at 70 kilos.
Yeah, this is just 1 kilo below her national record, as you said. And we see that a lot in sub-juniors. You know, their rate of progression is so fast. Especially Cassandra is 16, so to be competing for a year.
Really easy opener, and looking really happy with that.
Stop. 1 minute break, don't load. 1 minute break because there's
We
only
now
one
have
load.
a
One
1
load.
minute break
Stop. Thank you.
between the last lifter and the first lifter, as it is such a short flight. And you can see here on the scoreboard, everybody managed to get their opening attempt in, which is fantastic to see. They are safe to continue building their total, as you need a lift in from each discipline to be able to post a total and compete overall. I'll take this moment to thank our sponsors, SBD and Rogue. Without them, none of this would be possible. You'll see many examples of great SBD kit throughout the week,
Oh, yeah.
and you'll see the Rogue kit on the platform at all times. And we count down now into our second attempt.
Now you can load the bar.
So yeah, the sporters are now charging the bar. 42.5 kilos will be loaded.
Yeah, so it seems like the spotters aren't allowed to touch the bar or change it until the minute
And
is
the bar
up.
is loaded. Dominica, let's go.
We have Dominika Skoniczna of Poland jumping 2.5 kilos to 42.5.
Good lift.
And that is a good lift. Still looking nice and strong there.
65 kilos. First for Marquino and followed by Del Fabro. Also Thompson, I think. Bar is loaded.
And now bar is loaded
Fiorella
for
Belchi.
Fiorella.
Let's go.
This will be a match bench press personal best. Should Fiorella get this?
Having a focus on her coach, Belgian head coach, and she manages pretty easily, I'll say, to nail this one. And yeah, this is a free white light. She looks happy with that.
Same weight for Alice Del Fabro. Bar is loaded. Del Fabro from Italy.
Now have Alice Del Fabro of Italy, 65 kilos, and this will move her into bronze position on bench press for the time being, as she is lighter than Marandino.
Yeah, and she's still on a head-to-head with Casson on the total. On prognosis, obviously. But
3 white lights, a good lift. Sorry, she's not lighter than Marandino, but obviously Marandino's put in her third attempt.
67.5 kilos for her. And after her, Olivier. And then we have 1 minute break. Bar is loaded. Nikola Tomsova, Czech Republic.
penultimate lifter of the second round. Tomsova Nikola from Czechia, 2.5 kilo jump. This is the smallest jump you can do between 2 attempts, except if it's a European or world attempt.
Yeah, and it's important to remember for these lighter weight classes, that's still a huge percent of their body weight. 3 white lights, a good lift.
5 kilos for Cassandra Olivier, France. Skojevska, Bernardino, ready from third round.
Yeah, it's still what, about 5% roughly of their body weight, 2.5 kilos, so a big jump for these lighter women.
Bar is loaded. Cassandra Olivier, France.
Yeah, no, we'll have a almost 10% body weight jump with Cassandre taking a 5 kilo jump from 70 to 75 kilos and having the opportunity to smash her PB by 4 kilos, which will obviously be a national record on bench press for the 52 sub-junior weight class.
Really nice soft touch there in the chest. And it is a good lift. Yeah, we'll see a lot of these lifters walking away and flying home with new national records, I'm sure.
Yep. As we arrive to the last minute break before the third attempt on the bench press session for the 52 kilos.
Yeah, it's absolutely incredible that we see each year the standard rise as much as it does, and how many athletes compete each year. The fact that the championships are now split into open and juniors just shows how many athletes in both are now taking part.
Yeah, it's absolutely monstrous. The numbers of great lifters is rising every year, and the standards are getting higher and higher. These young sub-juniors and juniors, they know how to train hard, and they know how to manage their career. As we are getting straight into the third round with Dominika, 2.5 kilo jump.
Just a reminder, we're going straight through with no break to the 57 kilo women bench press. And 3 white lights, that is a good lift, a strong end to bench press for her.
Just a little bit of a work for her last attempt. And bar is loaded now for Florella Merandino from Belgium.
Yeah, this will move her from bench press bronze into silver for the time being, with 3 lifters to follow. Ooh, just a little bit too much for her today, unfortunately. That is a no lift, but it was the smallest jump that she could make, so it was the sensible decision to give it a go anyway. She sits in bench press bronze for the time being, but that can be taken away from her.
This will take Alice into second place in bench press at the moment. Bar is loaded. Alice Del Fabro, Italy.
We now have Alice Del Fabro, Italy, 67.5 kilos to move her for the time being from 4th to silver in bench press. And will get her at the very least bronze overall.
Wow, that was a great effort here.
Yeah, perfectly called third attempt, a good lift. moves into silver and walks away, as I said, at very least, with bench press bronze. Just 2 bench presses remaining before we head through into our next flight of ladies.
We have Nicola, 70 kilos on the bar. For a 310 total prognosis. Good enough for the 3rd place.
So also move her into bench press silver for the time being. And she manages to lock it out. 3 white lights, a good lift, and she walks away with bench press silver, meaning Del Fabbro of Italy walks away with bronze. We already know who's walking away with bench press gold, but they are looking to get, more importantly, the extra kilos on their total, as it is still neck and neck between Olivia and Del Fabbro. And Del Fabbro is lighter, so this is going to keep their totals exactly the same should Cassandra Olivia of France get this.
Yeah, this matchup will be really, really interesting till the very last lift of the day.
A really nice looking 3rd attempt. 2 to 1, a good lift. Gets a yellow call from the center referee there. Let's have a look. I can't see any lifting of sorts, and I'm not sure she jumped the command either, so I think she'll be okay there.
Yeah.
The jury seemed to be discussing it, but I don't think they're certain either what it was about. So the head juror is going to the center referee to ask, but for the time being, it is a good lift, and regardless whether it is or not, she walks away with bench press gold.
Yeah, I think it was the lockouts that the center referee called.
But it remains a good lift.
Yep.
And we move straight through to the 57 kilo women now. Kicking us off, we have Abby Houlihan of Ireland, 45 kilos.
Easy attempt.
3 white lights, a good lift. And pretty satisfying to see all green in the singlet and the plates there.
Yeah. Bars loaded now for Dukova Jitka, 52.5 kilos on the bar. As you mentioned earlier, the SBD singlet of Ireland is again very, very cool. The colors are incredible.
Really easy looking opener. Lovely position with a nice high rib cage there. And a good lift.
Not sure what they were waiting for, but 3 white lights. Hannah Karpelnar for GB team. 52.5 kilos on the bar.
Just 2.5 kilos shy of her current best. That looked nice and easy. 3 white lights, a good lift, and I'm sure we'll see a new PB very soon.
Below 55 kilos for Emma Hoffman, Finland. 2-5, 1-1. Ready for your opening attempts.
Hankinen now. Coming next.
Bar is loaded. Emma Hoffman, Finland.
Let's go. Emma, 55 kilos for opener.
Yeah, opening on her current best here, so clearly some progression recently for her. That looked really nice there. 3 white lights, a good lift. When you see an open lifter open near or above their current best, you always feel a little bit nervous. But when it's a sub-junior or a junior, it's a lot more normal. You feel a little bit less nervous watching that.
Yeah, totally. I fully agree with that.
We have Leah Tulipan of Hungary, 57.5 kilos. Another lifter opening up on their current bench press PB.
The local athletes. Wow. That was really well executed, and of course 3 white lights, and she looks really confident and calm.
Yeah, she looks very stoic. I think we might see her maybe crack some emotion once she's finished. The job is not done, she says.
Yeah.
We now have Gabby Watman of Great Britain, 57.5 kilos for her opening attempt.
Yeah, having a PB at 62.5 kilos, so it's 5 kilo below her PB.
Yeah, and if you remember correctly, she walks away with squat silver.
Yeah, she did with 135 kilos.
And a nice easy opener, 3 white lights.
Below 62.5 kilos for 3 lifters in a row. First place, Renault.
Now we've got Luan Renault, 62.5 kilos on the bar.
Bar is loaded.
Already looking to smash her PB by 2.5. And bar is loaded.
Luan is going to be fighting for that podium overall. So every kilo is going to count. Currently sitting in 4th overall, only 10 kilos separates her and 2nd place.
That was really easy
That's a good lift.
and in total control of it.
Same
3
lift.
white lights.
Also there. Okay, get ready. Bar is loaded. And now bench bar, check the bottom.
62.5 kilos for Wanda Penkakova of Czechia. Opening on her current max. Getting her shoulders nice and set there. Usually a sign of a pretty technical lifter.
Yeah, as you can see right now, she's building her arch. Looking really... Oh, I was about to say that it looked really solid.
I'm not sure if she just lost balance a little bit there with it in her hands.
I think she waited for the spotter to go a little bit higher. Yeah.
Now she manages to lock it out. Let's see what the referees say. Yeah, unfortunately, 2-1,
Dip.
a no lift. She gets called an elbow depth there, which is our first call of it. Let's have a look here. Yeah,
Yeah.
unfortunately, that left elbow
Yeah.
is just too high. Alexander, could you talk us through what elbow depth means, please?
So elbow depth basically means that the elbow joints need to be lower than the shoulders, and in this case, basically, the lifter didn't went down the parallel, so
Now the bar is loaded.
Yeah, unlike squat, parallel is actually okay,
yeah,
but you need to reach parallel, so your elbow joint with the middle of your shoulder.
yeah.
62.5 kilos for Maeva Darrow, Belgium. And obviously Penkakova has 2 more shots at that.
Yeah, she'll have to adapt a little bit, uh, because otherwise it will be complicated for her, because it's really a matter of like 2 or 3 centimeters. But you know, sometimes it changes everything in your technique.
A lot can go wrong with bench press, but that also means just as much can go right.
Wow.
And that is a great example of it.
Oh yeah.
3 fight likes a good lift as she happily dances off. As you can see there, she's at parallel, so her elbows are parallel with the center of her shoulder. And that's really the highest you want to go.
Bar is loaded.
Yeah.
Ronja Ruby, Finland.
Ronja Ruti of Finland, 65 kilos, opening 2.5 kilos above her current bench press PB.
Nice and smooth opener.
Easy opener. And
3 white lights, a good lift, and a nice milestone there of getting the new blue plates on the bar for her.
Petrenko. Ragoso, get ready.
Now we have
Bar is loaded for
Tergar
Eva
Eva
Skar,
from
Slovenia.
Slovenia, which is currently in the lead of this 57 weight class by 12.5 kilos. Oh, jury has overruled.
No, I think that was just a technical
Thank you.
error there. I think they're just fixing one of the buttons, so don't worry, no overruling. We have Eva Strigar of Slovenia now. Current bench press PB is 75 kilos, so this is well within.
Oh,
Oh dear, unfortunately,
I wonder what happened. Maybe a misload.
that's a no lift.
No? Oh, the spotter just said to her that she wasn't well balanced, maybe?
70 kilos.
Yeah, she started the lift, she got the command, but she went back up. So unfortunately that's a no lift, which puts her in a precarious position with no bench press in yet. Of course, has 2 more attempts left.
Happens sometimes, you know. You have the feelings that they are not the same weight on the 2 sides of the bar, but sometimes it's just in your head. So she'll come for a second attempt and obviously will manage to lift it up.
For now, though, we have Tetiana Petrenko, Ukraine, 70 kilos.
Yeah, and should be profitable for Darrow, sitting at 350 kilos on prognosis. Not far from Strigar, and now a really easy opener for Petrenko.
Yeah, and as you said, it really is close here at the top in the 57s. Just on body weight separates Petrenko and Veno off the podium. So every kilo is going to count moving forwards.
Yep.
We have our final opener of the flight, Alexander Fragoso Kerchak of Spain, 75 kilos, 7.5 kilos above her bench press PB, hitting that milestone of getting those red plates on the bar. This is a huge weight, especially for a sub-junior
Oh, yeah.
57. Wow, that was a super easy opener. 3 white lights, a good lift, and plenty left in the tank.
That's for sure.
It's a good time to mention now, both the European and World Sub-Junior bench press record are the same in the 57, sitting at 103 kilos. And that is a big bench press. Maybe one we won't see today, but that 75 was lovely.
As we are heading back to the second round with the first lifter coming. Bar is loaded for Abby Cullinan. 47.5 kilos on the bar, having a PB at 52.5, which is a little bit closer than what it was at the squat event.
Unfortunately, just clips the rack there on the way down and loses some tension as a result. There's a no lift, but of course can come back for her third attempt to get that. We can see here on the left-hand side, clips it and just throws her off a little bit, unfortunately.
Yeah, you know, especially when you're a sub-junior and you're not really well experienced with all the types of rocks and gears that are provided for the competition. Sometimes you can just be disabled by all the stuffs.
Yeah, it can definitely pose a problem when a lifter becomes very particular about the type of rack they lift on, because you're not always going to get to lift on that in competition. We now have Jitka Dukova of Czechia, 55 kilos, a 2.5 kilo jump from her opener. And 3 white lights, a good lift. Often some of the best lifters could adapt to having a shiny new rack like this, or having to train in, you know, an underground room with some bricks if they need to.
That's true.
We know many people in lockdown adapted and such. We now have Emma Honkanen of Finland, 57.5 kilos, 2.5 kilo jump.
Yeah, and we've got another information. Sterga will take the same attempt, so 67.5. So it's pretty good news for Darrow, which is getting closer and closer. And now 3 white lights for Emma Honkonen.
Yeah, it definitely closes that gap a little bit more, and with some big jumps which we saw from her competitor in squat, it's completely possible that gap can close. Now we have Hannah Carpel of Great Britain jumping 5 kilos to 57.5, flying past her current best of 55 kilos.
Yeah, she lost her balance at some point, but somehow She's been able to manage to go all the way through. Looks satisfied. Let's see what the jury says.
Yeah, she gets a blue from the left-hand side referee for downwards movement, and the bar moves side to side, but I didn't see it move down, and it can stop. It can move side to side, can't move down, so I think she'll be okay there.
Yeah,
The jury seem to agree with me.
always.
Not always, unfortunately.
And we've got Leah Tulipan, 60 kilos on the bar for the Hungarian lifter. Looking to jump to the 6th place of this bench press event. Wow.
Yeah, that did not slow her down whatsoever. It's a good lift and stoic as ever.
Yeah. Hope you didn't blink on this one.
Very technically proficient.
Yeah, she really managed to not lost the tension. And now we've got Penchakova, Wanda, 62.5. Had a couple of difficulties to find the depth, to reach the depth, the elbow depth, as we mentioned earlier. Let's see how it goes this time.
And still strong as anything. Let's see what the referees say this time around. Convinced one more referee.
Yep.
So it's 2-1. Good lift, but let's look at the replay anyway. The left-hand side was the side she had struggles with.
This time should be okay. Oh. Yeah, I think the jury just talked about it and say, okay, this time it's good enough. She made the effort, so congrats to her. She's on the board.
Yeah, not only did she make the effort, but she lifted to the standard that the referees and the jury are happy with. Let's hope Gabby Watman of Great Britain can do the same with 62.5 kilos. It looks like she can. 3 white lights, a good lift. I think the bar rolled in her hands a little bit, but did a great job of keeping the bar moving.
Yeah. Now we've got Loan Venot having the opportunity to jump into the 3rd place of this bench event. 65 kilos on the bar, looking to overextend her PB.
Yeah, as you said, it will move her into bronze in the bench press for the time being, but still with 5 lifters to follow. So subject to change, I am sure. Gets a bit of a longer press command, but makes light work of it anyway.
Yeah, she may have 2.5 more on the tank, in the tank, sorry. And we'll move to the other lifter, which is Ruti Ronya, 67.5 for a second attempt, taking the strict minimum jump and looking as well to overextend her PB.
It's a fiber. Wow, does a great job to move through that.
Yeah, hats off. Great effort.
And 2-1, good lift. She does get a depth call from that right-hand side. So let's look at that elbow. Looks fine from here.
the large T is one of the reason, I think.
Yeah, I know the rules are changing in
Yep.
regards to that quite soon.
Yeah. Now we have a important moment for this competition.
Yeah, Eva currently leading overall with a hefty lead. A bit of a mishap with our opener. Started moving down and then just re-racked the bar. There's some confusion of sorts. So let's hope it goes smoother for her here, because if not, leaves the door wide open.
Okay.
Yeah, and it moved like an opener should.
Yeah, back on track. 3 white lights.
So the door hasn't been left wide open, but maybe slightly ajar.
Yeah. Now we've got Diro Meva, 67.5. Currently on the second place overall with 350. And prognosis, obviously. Wow, what a great technique.
And that is a good lift.
Penultimate lifter for the second round. The Ukrainian lifter Petrenko Tetiana. 77.5 kilos on the bar in order to match her PB.
Yeah, only 16 years old, already with 4 years competitive experience. Very impressive. This is over 20 kilos above her body weight for her second attempt. And still moving smoothly there, Tatiana.
Yeah, that's a good lift, 3 white lights. And now we've got Fragoso Kurczak, Alejandra. 80 kilos on the bar. Bar is loaded. Needs this one to jump in the first place at the end of the second round with a 80 kilos attempt. 5 kilos PB attempt.
This is an absolutely huge bench press attempt, and if you remember, her opener was excellent. I think lost bar path a little bit, but does a really good job to get it back and still move it nice and quickly.
Yeah, and 3 white lights.
Nice soft touch and just, yeah, a little trouble there, but pushes through it.
If you take a look at the scoreboard, Alejandra is leading with 80 kilos, Tetiana second with 77.5, and Maeva third with 67.5.
We move through now to the third round of bench press. And kicking us off, we have Abby Houlihan of Ireland, retaking 47.5. Just clipped the rack on her second attempt, hoping to retake it now and get it on her third. Unfortunately, not quite there today for her perhaps the second attempt took a little bit more energy out of her than she would have liked.
Yeah, and maybe impact her confidence. You never know. I mean, sometimes really small details can change her competition. Hoping she will regain some forces for the deadlift event.
Yeah, it seemed like her left arm came down a little bit faster or more than her right, so perhaps just an imbalance there.
And now we've got Yitka, 57.5. That's a 2.5 PB attempt.
A fantastic fight from Dakova and a good lift. It pays off.
She's really happy with that.
Let's go, Emma. Your personal best attempt. Let's do this.
60 kilos now for Emma Honkanen of Finland. 2.5 kilo jump from her second.
One of the 2 Finnish lifter in this weight class. Always well represented. Suomi.
Just clipped the rack on the way down there, but did a great job of maintaining composure. 2-1, a good lift. She does get a blue from the left-hand side referee for downwards movement. Let's watch again here. Actually, I think regardless of the situation she was in, she did a really good job of not showing any downwards movement, so I think she'll be fine there.
Yeah, no worries.
We now have Hannah Carpel of Great Britain, 60 kilos for her third and final attempt. A great fight, but unfortunately just a little bit too heavy for Hannah today.
She looks really nervous since the beginning of the competition.
62.5 kilos for her. Bar is loaded.
Now we've got Lea Tulipan, 62.5 kilos on the bar for this Hungarian lifter, the first one actually since the beginning of these championships.
Yeah, and has been lifting really well and efficiently all day. Let's hope her third bench press is no different. It doesn't seem to be. A lovely looking third attempt and 3 white lights.
And again, no reaction on her face. And she looks disappointed, actually. I don't know why, but great impression.
You never know what's going on truly in the mind of an athlete.
That's right.
She could be beaming inside, I'm sure. And so she should be. A great session so far for her.
Yeah.
We now have 65 kilos for Gabby Watman of Great Britain. A 2.5 kilo jump from her second. Wow, a fantastic fight. Pushes through. And it is a good lift. Seeing some great grinds from these ladies this morning, Alexander.
Yeah, they know how to do it for sure. Well done. Oh, we've got Luan.
You know, that felt like a lifetime pushing through that bench.
Yeah, especially at bench, you know. Keep on grinding 4 centimeters. And now back on with Luan Venot, France. Looking to jump to the 7th, from the 7th to the 5th place of this bench event.
But more importantly, getting those extra kilos.
For the total, yeah.
Yeah. Very much in contention for a medal overall.
This will be a great battle, this I'm sure. Stay with us.
Ooh, unfortunately, her left side kept fighting, but her right side wanted to give up. Not quite there today, but unfortunately doesn't get the lift, but doesn't lose too much on her total. It was a 2.5 kilo jump, which, as you said before, is the minimum jump that you can take.
Yeah, she had to take it. Almost there, but now we've got Penchakova, Wanda.
Missed 62.5 kilos on her opener for elbow depth. Got it 2-1 on her second. Has now jumped 5 kilos to her third. Will pull her into bench press bronze for the time being, with 5 lifters still to follow. Manages to lock it out. Let's see what the referees say. 2-1, a good lift. Gets called on elbow depth from the center referee. Let's look at that again, shall we?
70 kilos for Ronja Finland. New personal best attempt for her. Bar is loading.
It should be okay.
Yeah, the jury don't seem to be discussing that any further, so I think she'll be fine.
Ruti Ronja and 70 kilos on the bar. It's actually for a bronze medal on bench event. It's a quite important lift.
Yeah, this will kick Penkakova off of the podium for bench. Wow.
Almost there.
Yeah, you can't say she didn't try.
Oh yeah, she even got away.
A fantastic effort,
Yeah.
but unfortunately not quite there, which means Penkakova holds on by the skin of her teeth to that bronze medal, but it can still be taken away
Yeah.
by 2 more lifters. So we will wait and see.
For the moment is Eva Sterga, the leader of this competition so far, with a 367.5 kilos total in this 57 sub-junior weight class.
Yeah, and based off her second, you know, you'd think it'd be safe to say that she had this, but let's wait and see before we say we are certain. Of course, she missed her opener on, you know, more of a technical thing than, or a judgment thing more than a strength issue, so you'd think this would be fine.
Yeah, good call again, Amelia. 3 white lights.
Yeah, really good lift there.
72.5, same weight, bar is loaded. 6 lighter.
And that moved her into the bronze medal position.
This is also a bronze medal attempt.
But Maeva Darrow might have something to say about that, as she is the lighter of the 2 lifters. So this 72.5 kilos would move her into bronze medal position should she get this ahead of Strigar. Oh, great effort.
I wonder if there was an up and down movement. Let's see. The referee says 2-1. So far, so good for Meva.
Yeah, it's quite hard to tell sometimes when the bar stops and starts again, whether it's downwards movement or whether it just stopped and started again, you know, but
it's really tricky.
Yeah, the referees and the jury have the best seats and they seem happy with it, so it remains a good lift.
Yeah.
Which means Darrow moves into bronze medal position for bench. We now have Tetiana Petrenko of Ukraine, 80 kilos, already sat in silver for bench press and bronze overall for the time being. Unfortunately, just a little bit too much for her today, but still walks away with bench press silver. And a gap between her and Venot of France.
Now we've got Fragoso, Alejandra, looking to jump 2.5 kilo, looking for a 2.5 kilo jump. Sorry, I was a little bit confused by the scoreboard. So she's obviously in the first position for the bench press event, having the opportunity to total 330 for the time being, obviously.
Yeah, already walking away with bench press gold. This will just add those extra 2.5 kilos to her total overall. Unfortunately, not quite there today for her. That concludes our bench press attempts. As you can see here on the screen, in the 52 kilo class, Cassandra Olivier of France walks away with bench press gold, Nicola Tomsova in silver, and Alice Delfabro in bronze. In the 57 kilo category, Alexander Fragoso Kerchak of Spain in bench press gold, Tetiana Petrenko of Ukraine in silver, and Meva Dero of Belgium in bronze. We will be heading into a 10-minute break now before deadlifts. Don't go anywhere. We will see you then. Hello and welcome back to the 2023 European Sub-Junior and Junior Classic Powerlifting Championships here in Budapest, Hungary. This morning for you we have the 52 kilo and 57 kilo Sub-Junior women. As you can see on the screen here, we have the platform ready for the deadlifts. You can see our sponsors, Rogue and SPD there at the back. And here we have the prognosis and the subtotals heading into deadlifts with Cassandra Olivier of France leading with 200 kilos, followed by Alice Del Fabro of Italy and Nicola Tomsova of Czechia. This, of course, is subject to change. As we know throughout deadlifts, a lot can change. So let's find out who will end up where on the podium with what medals.
Yeah, this will be a really close battle between Olivier and Del Fabro for the first place, and who knows, maybe Tomsova can do a hold up and end up in the first place of this podium. But now so far we have Dominika Skonieczna with 105 on the bar.
And with each successful deadlift opener, they secure their total. 3 white lights, a good lift. And we had an attempt change from Cassandra Olivier, I believe, dropped their opener. We also can't count out Fiorella Merendino, who is only just behind the second place with a huge deadlift of 140 kilos for her opener. So the big deadlifters definitely have the advantage when it comes to pulling last and being able to add extra kilos there.
Yeah, and this is the moment where we're going to see the coaching skills of each nation. 125 for Tomsova.
Just half a kilo below her current deadlift PB, and I imagine Czech record. And that is a good lift. So yeah, it looks like both Olivier and Del Fabro moved their openers up, actually, because they were, on prognosis, their totals were 320, and now it's 327.5 and 322.5 respectively.
Totally.
Respectively.
And now we have Cassandre Olivier from France, looking here to take the gold medal overall. Wow, that was really strong.
And that is a good lift. Yeah, it is not the place to put on a PB or a heavy opener. You just want to secure that total and build from there. And that's exactly what she's done there.
Del Fabro now with 132.5 kilos for the direct answer to Cassandre.
Our penultimate deadlift opener. Just reminding you there is a minute break after each final lift in this round. That was nice and snappy. 3 white lights, a good lift.
Yeah, that was really easy as well, so we can't tell for the moment who's gonna be more favorite to win. We'll have to wait for the second round, of course.
And I think a bit of a secret weapon here for Fiorella. I think she moved her opener up, opening on 140 kilos. and that moved nice and quickly. 3 white lights, a good lift. Puts her in a good position to try and fight to get onto that podium.
Yeah, so we'll have a minute break.
Yeah, and it's likely that we know Fiorella will probably walk away with a deadlift medal, you know, as she opened last. But she does have the opportunity to sneak onto the podium overall. You know, there's only 2.5 kilos.
Yeah, she
breaking
looked
up.
really easy. So, yeah, maybe for a third attempt, maybe try to sneak back the silver medal. We'll see, but it's really exciting for the moment.
Yeah, and it looks like she's jumped 10 kilos, so 150 for her second attempt puts her in a great position. And I think she knew she just needed to get the kilos up until she got to deadlifts.
Yeah, and she's lighter than Olivier and Fabro, so she will have all the opportunities to trying to catch one of the two lifters by body weight.
We move through now to the second attempt of the 52 kilo sub-junior women. And kicking us off, we have Dominika Skoniczna of Poland, jumping 10 kilos to 115 for her second attempt.
And that's a good lift.
It's worth mentioning as well, the European and World Sub-Junior deadlift record is 156 kilos in Europe and world record 156.5. And obviously Merendino has put in 150 per second, so we'll see how that moves. It could be something really exciting there. First up, we have Nikola Tomsova of Czechia, 132.5 kilos, and she'll be neck and neck and fighting podium overall with Merendino.
Getting a little bit closer to her limit, to her limit with this one, but again a good lift to the one.
Yeah, gets a red call from the left-hand side, the side we can see here. Insufficient lockout, but I think she's okay there.
Yeah, and now a 7.5 kilo jump for Cassandre Olivier. 135 on the bar. Let's see how it moves.
Still moving really well there for Olivier. And 2-1, a good lift. Again, a red from the left-hand side referee, as the lifter before got as well. Let's have a look at that replay. Red usually means insufficient lockout, which I don't think is the case there. And the jury seemed to agree with the 2 white lights, so I think she'll be okay.
Yeah, this will stand. And now we'll have the opportunity for Alice to stay into the match. In the second attempt at 140 kilos, it goes really well. Maybe a little bit off balanced, but should be a 3 white. Yes, it is. Merandino now with a 150 kilos second attempt, which is bringing her closer to the European.
Yeah, and the world record.
Yeah, as well.
That was just 6 kilos below the European sub-junior record and 6.5 kilos below the world sub-junior record. So I think we might see our first crack at some European and world records here on third attempts, but I won't get too ahead of myself until we see the number go up.
Yep.
Which I imagine will be in the next few seconds. So until then, let's have a look at that scoreboard and where we sit for deadlifts, with Fiorella with 150 currently, Alice with 140 and Cassandra with 135. And the prognosis as it stands overall, we have Cassandra Olivier of France sitting in first, followed by Alice Del Fabbro of Italy and Fiorello Marandino of Belgium, hot on their tail in third.
So we will load the bar, 125 kilos for Dominika Skonečka, Poland. Also, Olivia, get ready for your third attempt.
Now we now have Dominika Skoniczna of Poland jumping 20 kilos to 135. This is a big jump, and I'm wondering if she's doing it and just letting the time run out for her competitors, or whether she is making a big jump.
I think she does it for the medal, for the deadlift medal, yeah?
Yeah, this will pull her into bronze for deadlift for the time being, obviously with the 4 remaining competitors to follow. Bit of a Hail Mary here.
Oh,
Wow. What an amazing effort. A 20 kilo jump from her second.
wow.
2 to 1, a good lift. And we've had an attempt change.
It's outstanding, really. Because she looked a little bit in difficulties. The second attempt looked a little bit difficult, so taking 20 kilo jump and succeed on this is really a great attempt select.
Yeah, and I think that has caused Cassandra Olivier to move her final deadlift down to 140. I saw a change come in.
Very slowly from Cassandra Olivier, France.
Cassandra Olivier of France, 140 kilos to pull her back into deadlift bronze.
Yeah, and this will force Del Fabbro to put 155 if she wants the win.
And she looks good for it. 3 white lights, a good lift.
Yeah, it's a really great attempt.
Message to the openers. Olivier has the lead. And now Tomsova, 142.5 kilos. Aiming to bronze medal.
Yeah, so as you said, Del Fabbro will need to lift 152.5, I believe, as she is heavier. No, she is lighter.
She's lighter, yeah.
So she just needs 150,
yeah,
actually.
150.
But first up, we have Nikola Tomsova of Czechia, 142.5 kilos to put her onto the podium overall into bronze and into deadlift silver for the time being. A big final pull for the Czech lifter. And it's moving.
Oh, she fights it through and she locks it. Is it good for the referees? 2 to 1.
She leaps into the arms of her coach. A fantastic end to the day. She gets a blue from this side for hitching, I believe, so assisting with the legs.
Yeah,
But the jury seem happy with it, so I think she's safe.
yeah. Close call, but I think center and right referee
Bar is
with the
loaded.
right decision. And now,
Just 2 deadlifts remaining of this first flight of ladies. Alice Del Fabbro of Italy, 150 kilos, pulling her into silver for deadlift, but more importantly, into gold overall ahead of Olivier of France. This is for everything.
oh no.
Unfortunately, not quite there today for her, but she still walks away with bronze overall.
World record attempt.
Which means we have 1 deadlift remaining,
For Fiorella Marandino Melchior.
and this is Fiorella Merendino of Belgium. Now,
And after her, we will start
this will pull her
Kuchkova. Ready?
into silver overall. She already has deadlift gold, but more importantly, this will be for both a European and a world sub-junior deadlift record. Should she get this, a 7-kilo jump from her second, 157 kilos on the bar for Fiorella.
For Fiorella Marandino Belgium. Let's go.
Deadlift gold, silver overall, a European and a world sub-junior deadlift record. Should she pull this?
Yeah, this is for everything basically. Money time for Fiorella. Oh,
Unfortunately, not quite there today, but a fantastic effort. And so early in the competition to see our first European and world record attempt.
yeah.
And that concludes our 52 kilo class, but don't go anywhere as we are heading straight through now to the 57 kilo sub-juniors. And very quickly here you can see in first overall, Cassandra Olivier of France. In silver, Alice Del Fabbro of Italy. And in bronze, we have Nikola Tomsova of Czechia. We move straight through now to the 57 kilo women, where we will find out who will walk away with what medals. It's going to be an exciting session.
Oh yeah. And for the moment, Steiger being first with 367.5, Darrow being second with 355, Petrenko third with 345, and just behind it's really close between Venot and Woodman.
We now have Abby Houlihan of Ireland, 110 kilos on the bar. And just like her squat opener, super easy for her and well below her current best. So we know that she's capable of more,
Yeah,
but
for sure.
probably sensibly looking after herself.
Bar is loaded. Let's go Kuchkova. Everybody.
Now bar is loaded for Jitka Dukova, 125 on a bar for opener.
Good lift. Same weight. Bar is loaded. One down. Chakova. Check it back.
125 for Penchakova, one down.
That is a good lift.
Then Fragoso. 127.
Spanish lifter now with a 127.5 deadlift opener. Alejandra Fragoso Pushak.
Vamos.
Nice, easy looking opener there. And a good lift.
And we see more and more traditional deadlifts, you know, in this type of weight classes, which was originally almost 100% of sumo deadlift user, and now it's getting more and more traditional lifters. And I've got Ruti Ronya with 130 kilos on the bar for opener.
A little bit difficult off the floor, which, you know, we're used to seeing with sumo. Usually a bit more patience off the floor and you're rewarded with a snappier lockout.
Yep.
But she was opening on her current deadlift PB. Luckily managed to get a good lift and secure herself a total. 132.5 kilos for Gabby Watman of Great Britain now.
A little bit scrappy, but in full control of it.
And that is a good lift.
Emma Honkonen now with 135 kilos for opener. Looking to overpush her PB to 135, which is a 7.5 PB, and it should be good. Yes, it is. Through at lights.
Same weight for Hannah Carpa, Great Britain. Bar slowly. Let's go.
135 kilos now for Hannah Carpel of Great Britain. That is a good lift.
Then we have Leah Tullingburn with 140. And Petrenko and Veno will be following her with the same weight. And bar is loaded.
140 kilos now for Leah Tilipan. I think a PB at 147.5.
And 3 wide lights, that is a good lift.
Same weight. Bar is loaded. Tetiana Petrenko, Ukraine.
Same weight for Tetiana Petrenko.
Just 6 kilos below her current deadlift PB. A Ukrainian record of sorts, I'm sure. Wow, looks super easy. Ooh, unfortunately just lost her balance at the top there.
Sorry, no lift.
So no lift, unfortunately.
Same weight still for Loan Veno.
Question is, did she get the down command before she fell? She did put the bar down to the floor, but she just lost balance as she did so. The coach has gone over to the jury.
Yeah, now we have Loan with the same weight, 140 kilos, attacking the potential overall medalists.
little bit scrappy off the floor, but locks it out nice and strong. It's a good lift.
Now we have Stergar Eva.
Oh, and the jury has overruled Petrenko of Ukraine's lift to a good lift. Fortunately, she lost balance after she'd already put the bar down. So had already got the down command and followed the bar down. So that is a good lift. We now have Eva Strigar of Slovenia, 152.5 kilos.
Has to be a good lift, yes. Last lifter now, Belgian athletes. Maeva Dero, bar is loaded, 155. And Amelia, this is an important data. She will have the last deadlift. It's more likely than she will have the last deadlift, so she's in a really great shape for the medal, the overall medal.
Yeah, and that was a lovely looking opener there for Maeva. And it's a good lift, which means every lady in the 57 kilo class has managed to get an opening attempt in, which bodes really well. They've all secured their total and can now just build it from here. And as you can see, leading, we have Maeva Dero with 155 kilos, with Eva Strigar of Slovenia just behind her with 152.5, and Loan Veno of France with 140 kilos on body weight. Now, overall, you can see that Eva Strigar is still leading by 12.5 kilos in front of Maeva Dero, and then just in front of Tetiana Petrenko of Ukraine. We move through now to the second attempts, and we have Abby Houlihan of Ireland, 122.5 kilos, 12.5 kilo jump from her opener. Still lovely and easy for Abby there. 2-1, a good lift. There's a red from the left-hand side referee. From this angle, you can see on the replay. And I think she'll be okay there. We now have Jitka Dokova of Czechia, 132.5 kilos. Ooh, unfortunately just lost grip there in that right hand. Not much you can do once your grip starts going.
Yep.
Let's hope her teammate who is following manages to hold on. We have Ronda Penkapova of Czechia, 132.5 kilos. A 7.5 kilo jump from her opener, which was already a PB.
She's going. Yeah, that's a really solid lift. Probably much more in the tank.
And that's 3 white lights.
We have Ruti Ronya now, 135, taking a 5 kilo jump. Bar is loaded. Wow.
Incredible patience off of the floor there
Yeah.
for Ruti.
And it's a good lift.
Yeah, fantastic effort. And we did say that her opener was a little difficult, but if she can make it work, then that is all that matters.
Yeah. It's a Jacob looking like deadlift style.
Yeah.
Real difficult off the floor, and then it goes all the way through till the lockout. And now we have Alejandra Fragoso Kurczak, 35 kilos on the bar. Solid one as well.
Yeah, still moving really nicely for Alexandra. And here's a good lift.
Gabby Watman is next with 140. Bar is loaded. Let's go, Gabby. Bar is loaded, Gabby.
We now have Gabby Watman of Great Britain, 140 kilos.
I'm not sure if she's gonna come.
And here she is,
Oh.
just a little bit late to the party, but she came. 140 kilos. Wow, a great fight.
She can be proud of herself for that.
Yeah, 2-1, a good lift.
And another finish lifter in Mahoney.
What amazing effort. It is not an easy position to pull from when you get stuck by your shins.
New personal best attempt for Emma with 7.5 kilos.
We now
Let's
have
go.
Emma Honkanen of Finland, 142.5 kilos for her second attempt.
Good lift.
145 for Hannah Carpal. And take one and
Hannah Karpal now. 145 taking a 10 kilo jump.
let's go, Hannah.
We now have 145 kilos for Hannah Carpal of Great Britain. This would be a 2.5 kilo PB should she get this. A 10 kilo jump from her opener.
Yeah. Looking to go for the moment to the bronze deadlift medal. Oh,
Unfortunately, just loses grip there on the way up.
Then Tulipan up. Hungary.
now we have
147.5 for her.
Hungarian lifter Leah Tulipan.
Lea Tulipan.
Ice cold Leah
Hoira, Lea, hoira.
taking a 7.5 kilo jump.
This will be a match deadlift PB for Leah should she get this. And she's been technically excellent all day. A pleasure to watch.
Yeah, a really potentially really great lifter. Oh, she
Oh.
lost her balance.
Unfortunately, a no lift. A risk you take with such a wide sumo stance sometimes, unfortunately, as you lock out.
Yeah.
But the strength is clearly there, and hopefully something she can come back and get on her third.
Yep. And this one for Loan Venot to jump for the moment to the third place overall and deadlift. She has to lock this one out, otherwise it will be finished for the podium contention. Allez Léa, allez Loan. Wow, much better than her opener, much better. Two to one again.
Then we have Tatiana.
Just see the side that she gets the red call from here.
Kilos and bar is loaded. 10
Again, I think she'll be okay. We can't see what that referee sees in the moment, but we can see the replay, as can the jury, and they seem happy with it.
Yes, they are.
We have Tetiana Petrenko of Ukraine, 150 kilos here, 4 kilos above her current best. Now she lost balance just at the end of her opener, but still got a good lift as it was after the down command.
Ooh.
Manages to
one.
stay on her feet this time round.
Yeah. So she matched.
So that was a new PB for her.
Yeah. So took back the third place, waiting for Veno's third attempt. And bar is loaded not for Stergar. She has to lift it, otherwise it will be, the door will be open for the row. Have been excellent all the competition long. Oh, should be okay.
And she locks it out with a smile, and 3 white lights, a good lift. Hard smile too.
Oh, and here comes a European record attempt. 165 on the bar.
Bar is loaded. Belgium.
As you said, this will be for a European sub-junior deadlift record, which currently stands at 163. She jumped 10 kilos from her opener, and should she get this, she will walk away with the new European sub-junior deadlift record. Wow, and with ease it seems. She locks it out. 3 white lights, a good lift, and a new European sub-junior deadlift record
Great
for
performance.
Maeva.
Yeah,
Wow, incredible job there.
and really well balanced. Have to appreciate that.
And that concludes our second attempt. We move straight through now to the third attempt of these deadlifts, and we will find out who will walk away with what medal. First up, we have Abby Houlihan of Ireland, 130 kilos.
Oh, almost there.
So very close. A great effort from Abby, but not quite there today.
Looks like she had fun. And at the end, I think it's all that matters.
Now Vika Dokova of Czechia retaking 132.5 kilos. Wow, a fantastic effort to lock it out because her knees locked so early. Let's see what the referees say. Yeah, unfortunately, 2-1, a no lift gets called for downwards movement there, I believe.
Exactly, right here, yeah. And yeah, 2 times. But great effort from the Czech lifter. Now we will have, for one last time, Ronja Ruti from Finland. 2.5 kilo jump. offered us a great grind for the second attempt. Let's see how it moved.
Unfortunately, couldn't break the ground this time round, but a great effort nonetheless. With lifters like that, it's so hard to tell when they start pulling whether it'll break the ground or not.
You basically can't. They are the only one who knows if it's possible or not. And same weight now for Penchakova. Wow, and great lift.
Yeah, what a fight there.
3 white lights. The bar will be loaded at 140 for Spanish lifter Alejandra Fragoso Kurczak. One last time. Good enough to stay in the 6th place of this weight class. For the time being, of course, knowing that 3 lifters are going to come to try to sneak back this 6th place from her.
Steady as always, manages to lock that out. And 3 white lights, it is a good lift.
That should be good for her to stay in the 6th place. Totally deserved.
Then we have Karpala and Honkonen. Get ready, bar is loaded. Gabby Watman, Great Britain.
Currently sitting in 5th place overall. Gabby Watman of Great Britain jumps 2.5 kilos to 142.5. Was out a little late on her second, but out on time now on her third. Hopefully that helps her with these extra kilos. Unfortunately, just a little bit too heavy for Gabby today.
British lifter, Karpala, 145 for her. Honkonen, Tulipan, get ready.
We now have Hannah Carpool of Great Britain. Missed 145 kilos in her second, just on grip. Can she hold on to it this time round for a 145 final deadlift? And it looks like she manages to hold on this time round. Rewilaiti, good lift.
Really well done, well executed. We have Honkonen. Emma, 152.5 will be loaded on the bar for the Finnish lifter one last time in order to expand her total to 325, which is good enough for the 9th place. Waiting for Tulipans, of course. Let's go, Emma. Lost the balance.
not quite there today, unfortunately.
Same rate for Leah Tulipan, Hungary.
Tulipan now.
Aiming into a bronze medal position with this attempt on deadlift. Now bar is loading.
And this
Leah
is for
Tulipan, Hungary. Bronze medal attempt.
bronze
at deadlift
medal
at the moment.
deadlift attempt, actually.
And manages to keep the balance this time round. The risk pays off of going up. 3 white lights with good lift, which leaves us with just 3 lifts remaining.
Holding third place in total.
Yeah.
Sorry, 4 lifts remaining, I believe.
4 lifts, yeah.
This attempt at the time being. Still waiting
So now-
for Viro coming after her.
Petrenko coming in order to end the debate between Veno and
The
her.
bar is loaded. Tatiana Petrenko.
Bar is
Get
loaded.
ready.
This is to almost secure her bronze medal overall and to reclaim bronze medal on deadlifts.
Yeah, but should she miss this and Vino get hers, Vino will win on body weight for bronze. So we'll
Yeah.
see how this pans out. Breaks the floor on one side, but unfortunately not quite there today, which leaves the door open for Loane Vino of France.
Okay, 3 meters to go. First, Luan Benoit, France. Spa and Giro. Leno here, aiming into third place in total, bronze medal position, also in deadlift.
And as we were just saying, we have Loane Vino of France, 157.5 kilos, a 10 kilo jump from her second, and this will pull her into deadlift bronze, but more importantly, bronze overall
Yeah,
ahead of Petrenko.
allez Loane. Oh, it's going.
Unfortunately, couldn't get past that sticking point in the middle there.
Yeah, that was basically a lack of strength, I think, for today.
Yeah, a great effort though nonetheless, but leaves her in 4th place in deadlift and overall.
So now we'll have an attempt change in order for the row to overpass Sterga. I think we'll have to.
I don't know, it is close, but I think she might want to go for the world record
Yep.
over gold overall. We'll have to see what her preference is. But for now, we have Eva Strega, Slovenia, 162.5 kilos in deadlift silver and gold overall. It's a slow
Wow.
lockout, but she locks it out.
This lifter is absolutely amazing.
It is a good lift.
Yeah, and just with that, I think she just secured her gold medal overall.
Yeah, and as suspected, I think
Yeah.
rather than dare risk it all and go for gold, she wants to secure perhaps another record, which we are going to see now. We have Maeva Darrow of Belgium. Her personal best deadlift is 165, which she got in her last. That was a European sub-junior deadlift record, but now she wants more. We have Maeva Darrow of Belgium going for a world sub-junior record at 173.5 kilos.
This is just amazing, absolutely monstrous.
The current record sits at 173, and for a new sub-junior world record,
Yeah,
can she pull 173.5 kilos?
she definitely can. Just keeping this balance and going all the way through till the down command.
And she breaks the floor. Wow.
Wow, that's amazing.
She gets the down command. And it is a good lift, a new world sub-junior record as she leaps into the arms of her coach. What an end to the first session. A new European and world sub-junior record there for Darrow.
Yeah, this is absolutely amazing. Belgian lifter on the rise, of course. So just a quick recap of this morning session. For the deadlift, for the deadlift 52 class, Merandino taking the first with 150, Tomsova second with 142.5, Del Fabro 140, she takes the third place on deadlift. Maeva Darrow, world record 173.5, Stergaard 162.5 in the second place, and third place will be Lea Tulipan with 152. For the overall, Cassandre Olivier from France take the gold in the 52. Alice Del Fabro taking silver with 330. 327.5 for Tom Sova. Fiorentino will take the fourth place. Eva Stergaard is a European champion in the 57 weight class. Maeva Darrow is a really strong second. Tetiana Petrenko take the bronze, and Venot take the fourth place.
Yeah, what an amazing start to the competition there.
Yep.
And with what we thought was a huge gap between Eva and the rest of the competition, Maeva Darrow did a fantastic job of closing that and proving that she is a force to be reckoned with, as we hear her scream and celebrate in the back now.
With her mom, yeah.
Yeah. And we have the opening ceremony here today at 1:30 local time. And following that, we have the men's sub-juniors kicking off at 2 o'clock local time. But
Yep.
right now, we have the medal ceremony. So don't go anywhere. We'll see you soon.
See you soon.
Thank you, ladies. Then deadlift medals. Bronze medal goes to Alice Del Fabro from Italy. Silver medal to Nikola Tomsova from Czech Republic. And the gold medal on deadlift to Fiorella Merantino from Belgium. Thank you, ladies. Medals in total. Bronze medalist is Nikola Tomsova from Czech Republic. 327.5 kilos total. And the silver medalist is Alice Della Fabra from Italy with 330 kilos total. And the gold medalist, European champion, is Cassandre Olivier from France with 314 kilos total. Please stand up for National Anthem of France. Congratulations. Then we have 57 kilo category, squat medals. Bronze medal in squat goes to Laurent Venot from France. Silver medal to Gabi Watman from Great Britain. And the gold medal in squat goes to Eva Skar from Slovenia. Thank you, ladies. Then we have bench press medals. Bronze medal goes to Maiva Dera from Belgium. Silver medal to Tetiana Petrenko of Ukraine. And the gold medal in bench press goes to Alexandra Fragoso from Spain. Thank you, ladies. medals. Bronze medal in deadlift goes to Lea Tulipan from Hungary. Silver medal to Eva Skar from Slovenia. And the gold medal with new world record attempt and result 173.5 kilos, Dero Maeva from Belgium. Thank you, ladies. Then we have medals in total. Bronze medalist today is Tetiana Petrenko from Ukraine, with total 355 kilos. Silver medalist is Maiva Dero from Belgium, with 373.5 kilos total. Gold medalist, European champion is Eva Skar from Slovenia, 377.5 kilos total. Please stand up for the national anthem of Slovenia. Congratulations. Thank you, ladies, coming here this year to Budapest. I hope to see all of you back next year even stronger.